Hey everybody, welcome back to Game 2 between SKT1 and Samsung Khan. Firebathero has defeated Kanata in Game 1, and he will be the representative for Samsung Khan in Game 2. And for SK, they have sent out Best, a very good PvT player, and this is going to be played on Roadrunner, a four-player map new to the scene, new to Korean professional StarCraft. And we do have Best as the blue Protoss spawning at the 1 o'clock position, and at the 11 o'clock position, we do have Firebathero spawning as the purple Terran. I think Firebathero is like taller than the other Koreans. He's always, the way he like sits in his seat, he's like staring straight down. It's like he's playing on a flat screen, like on the table, just flat, like horizontally laid on the table. Or something. He must be taller. I don't know. Maybe he's 5'8" instead of 5'5". I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But anyways, there's that little Korean kid, I think, that was holding up the sign. Or never mind, that one's a little younger. He's probably playing some, probably looking up some stats on the computer. Or he's just a cute little Korean kid, I don't know. More signs being held up, as always. But yeah, this is Best versus Firebathero. And this is actually a huge matchup here. I think this is, I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest. I think that if Firebathero wins this, I'm going to be worried. I'm expecting Best to win this. I thought Kanata would win the last one, but Firebathero's earlier second fact, his aggression, and the starport for Kanata made him have less units and wasn't able to hold up to the pressure that Firebathero, for the hero himself, would throw at Kanata. And I think Kanata was hoping to hold back Firebathero and get a little more harassment in with those vultures, but without the vultures at the front door, without mines, he did go for siege first, but he didn't have the tank count, and it really cost him. So we have the scouting probe coming out for Best, and it looks like he's going to scout right off the back, going to scout in the right direction, so he's going to be able to get a good look at what Firebathero is going to do. And I'm interested to see exactly how Firebathero is going to play this. I think he knows he's the underdog in this situation. There's the dancing, creepy SKT1 mascot. And we do have the scouting SCV, or not the scouting SCV, I mean the SCV making the barracks here. Very standard. We aren't seeing cheese from either player. Gas going up as well, so normal timings. It looks like normal play for both players right now. And now we have the core going up. Interesting to see what Best chooses to go against Firebathero. Roadrunner, it looks like from the, I haven't really looked, but it is a four-player map. The macro game should be able to play it fairly well. As I said, there's only been one PvT on this map, and Terran won. I don't exactly know who the game was between, but I forgot to look, actually. But Firebathero, I think he's going to have to show himself here. If he beats Best, then I don't know. I think Best will win this. Best is a good StarCraft player, always has been. I don't think Firebathero, I don't know, I'm just favoring Best. Enough said about that, though. Barracks almost coming up here. So two of the SCV chasing down the probe, and the probe is doing a nice job to keep it alive so far, able to harass a little bit. If you can keep it alive a little longer, going to be able to see how many's on the gas, really going to be able to get a better idea of what what Firebathero is going for. We have seen that first Zealot being made. He's going to send it over. How will Best's micro, or how will Firebathero's SCV micro be? That's really the question. He does have one Marine on the ramp, but he's going to have to micro that back quickly. Straight up in a fight, Zealots will just pwn Marines, and if you hear dogs barking, it's the same fetching that you heard in Game 1, but this time he's actually barking at someone walking home or something. But we have two Marines in here. He's going to be able to go right around the barracks and get nice shots on the Zealots, and the Zealots actually going to back out a little bit. Might come back in a little bit, but you can see the Sim City playing off. We do have already showing the second factory, so this is definitely Best knows exactly what he's going for. We are going to see a two-fact push here from our friend Firebathero, but Best knows it's coming. Machine Shop coming up as well. He's able to keep this SCV, keep the Zealot, but getting that Zealot in was able for him to get the scout off. We do have a Dragoon following in. He actually has a chance to do a little damage here, to inflict a little damage. If he can pick off that SCV making the factory, that would be big. Buy himself more time. The SCV is coming off the line. Should be able to scare him back down, but once range kicks in, we could see him come back for harassment a little more. Firebathero knows exactly, or not Firebathero, excuse me. Best knows exactly what he's going against, though, now, so he should have the units out to hold off this two-fact push coming for him. I feel this is the right build for Firebathero in this matchup. I think he should, go ahead and play the macro game instead of trying to play the micro game instead of trying to play the macro game. It looks like we do have the robotics facility coming up, so we're probably going to see quick tech to observers. The two machine shops coming up. This should be a double upgraded, probably mines and the siege will be the first ones done. Six Marines behind those two SCVs at the front door. Best is going to come back to put a little pressure on, but I'm not convinced this is going to really do too much. And my window is actually, hold on, whoa, my game screen's not loading. 1 second. Hopefully this doesn't, okay. Hopefully it doesn't screw up syncing too much. I'm watching this off YouTube, and my YouTube thing's freezing. So if it does screw up syncing, I do apologize. But we have the siege tank off the back door, siege tank on the ridge. So I really Best chance of doing damage is going to kind of getting limited right now. He's not really going to be able to do too much. But as soon as that siege mode kicks in, he's not going to be able to do anything. It's again, the screen's like not loading. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. It looks like it's doing better now. So for syncing issues, hopefully it won't be a problem. We do have the observatory coming out, so he is going observers off the 2 gates here. He's going to be able to get a good look at what his opponent is doing. I was considering Reaver Tech, though, as a strong possibility for Firebat here, or for Best, excuse me, just because he already knows the 2-fact push is coming. But he has the 2 gates, he has the units right now. He feels safe to take an expansion, and gonna go ahead and get the 2 base 1 to be right back in the macro game. Scouting SCV coming in. I think he has a pretty good idea, and expansion's coming up, so he shouldn't conclude that too much pressure is coming. The observer's gonna come in, double check the tank count. It does look like the push is coming now for Firebathero. He has 2 vultures followed up by 3 tanks and a handful of marines, and Best has seen it now, and this is what I'm saying. That's quite an army for Firebathero. I'm interested to see exactly what Much has. Much not only with, Best. Gosh, I keep calling him Much. Best with 4 goons himself. Command center coming out as well for Firebathero. So if he can possibly get a contain on, and with those bridges, Best is going to have to be very careful. He's microing back. He has about 6 goons total. 2 holding the high ground. With those 2 vultures, though, if these tanks are, if he micros this properly, Firebathero might be able to go in, or he might be able to get a contain. Interested to see what he's going to do. Getting that command center, though, taking the macro game, I'm expecting to see maybe a contain come in, but he is going to go for it here. These goons are going to have to be micro careful. There's 2 more coming out. Zealot coming in for the fire. Nice micro so far by Best, and he's holding this off pretty nicely so far. He's got to back off, though. Oh, a huge mine going off, taking out 3 goons, and that really, really hurts. And now Best taking another hit from those tanks. 1 tank has fallen, but those mines are absolutely destroying him. The observer was too far away, and now he's down to 3 goons, 4 goons, 1 more goon popping out, but with only 2 tanks remaining, he will hold it off. Not exactly the prettiest way to hold it off, but he did hold it off nonetheless. Expect Best to probably go ahead and take a 3rd expansion relatively soon to go ahead and get that 3rd gas. As I said, this is a new map to me, but with the bridges, I think that was the right move by Firebathero. I think he could have set up for a contain a little better, but his mines, you could see Best's observer was at Firebathero's base, so he was too late to bring it back, and it cost him 3 goons when the mine hit, so that was actually pretty big. I'm kind of surprised he held that off as well as he did with that big mine drag. We have more vultures coming in. They shouldn't be able to do too much. It looks like they're coming from the high ground. The observer has seen it. They look like they're looking for an expansion. There is no 3rd yet for Much. Much for Best, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying that. I guess because of the Much versus Firebathero rivalry. But we do have Firebathero putting on a little more pressure with these vultures, trying to harass. There's another look at Jingbi and Stork. I'm sure we'll be seeing them later on. 2 more factories coming down here, so we're going to see pretty aggressive play so far from our friend Firebathero. He's probably going to put more pressure on quite soon. We have the Dragoons coming and picking up these mines, but I'm thinking Best is going to take an expansion fairly soon. More turrets warping in to get those observers out of his base right now. So now this is when you get into a PvT, kind of the macro battle. It's going to sit back for a second. We have that 5th factory coming up. Probably going to see a 5-fact timing push. I wouldn't expect to see a 3rd here from Firebathero too soon. His tank count's already pretty high, but this is when this observer is going to come in. Probably going to get a nice look at it. If he doesn't go down to that turret, it looks like it will go down. So this could actually kind of catch Best a little off guard. Probably going to send another observer in and try to get a look at that, but he still hasn't taken his 3rd, which I'm expecting to see that go up fairly soon. Really, Firebathero got his 3rd up pretty quickly, but after the big battle in the beginning, he was only off like 3 goons, but now he has a handful of goons. He should be able to go kill all the mines in the middle and really gain some map control. But now we see the large amount of tanks coming out for Firebathero, followed by a large amount of vultures. Going to be able to go out in the middle. A lot of goons though here. Best needs to get some zealots on the field quickly. Looks like they're coming in for a battle here. Firebathero not sieging up quite yet. He's moving in. Vultures to buffer the tank first. We have about 7 gates. Looks like we had the Stargate coming up. We are going to probably see Arbiter Tech or into carry. I wasn't exactly sure to see what exactly Best had, but it looks like we are seeing some 2-base play here. But the contain is up for Firebathero right now. So now Best's job is to get out of this. He does have zealots in a shuttle, but he does not have the units right now to take care of this. Vultures coming in, going to lay mines all over and across these bridges. This is going to be a very hard thing thing to hold, or a very hard thing to break out of, I mean. And Firebathero just holding this container right now. He's going to be in a good situation if that turret gets up. That actually really could hurt. He's moving in